Hey guys, a cave spider. This is terrible for your back. Wanna check the map? $90. Yeah. So cool. It's a little wet here, so be careful where you step. Up. Nature made us a little racetrack here. I'm warm already. I'm down. And I thought rocks above ground were cool, but way cooler down here. I would definitely paint things on the walls. We got some modern vandalism. Not quite cave paintings I was expecting. Wow, look at these. And then looks like there's something down there, but I should do like a special ops mission. Going underground to get behind enemy lines. Now we're talking. You guys a cave spider? No, it's brown. This is terrible for your back. I think we need to squeeze in here. You wanna check the map? Yeah, I mean, I gotta go further to keep looking. It gets narrow again. It gets narrow again. It's like a solid block of metal. Ready? Alright, picture for you when you get here. Now this is spelunking. Very cool passage. This is so much better without a backpack. What'd you say? There's two ways we can go, I guess. Was it less muddy? Or just as muddy? I'll take your packs off up here. Take your packs off up here.